ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 77, verse number 31. In the previous class we studied that Krishna, he came back from Dwarka because he felt that some problem in Dwarka. He came back from Indraprastha to Dwarka, and in the way he was seeing some bad omens, and he was guessing that maybe Dwarka is attacked by the followers of Shishupal. So when he came, he realized, he saw that how Shalva was there, and he went to fight. And Salva created some magic and brought Vasudeva and chopped off his head in front of them. So he felt a little stunned for some time. Then he realized that this is Shalva's magic, and then he began to fight again. So it is here where Sukadeva Goswami says that some people speak like this, but it is not proper. So that's what we are reading now. Purushottam Prabhu.
I have a question regarding the same thing. Now, in Damodar Leela, Krishna is here in Nar Leela. So in Damodar Leela also, though fear is afraid of him, he shows his fear towards the mother when she brings the stick. So why could not this be taken also here in Nar Leela, that he likes his parents, and when he sees father in this situation, naturally he will become emotionally involved in that. So why would that explanation is not considered here rather than this is a, it's not even called a prakshipta. This is interesting thing. So
the thing is that different people can have different understanding. There is no fixed understanding, but Sukadeva does not agree, so he is giving his opinion and he is saying that this is some other people's opinion. So it can be seen like that.
So when Sukadeva says evam vadanti, that is a proof that he doesn't agree with this. That's the main. Okay.
Otherwise, why would he say it when he himself is saying it? And so that this is how I understand, or this is, there was no need to say anything. He would have just said it and that's all. But when he says evam vadanti rajarse rishya, that some rishis speak like this, so that shows that that is not his opinion. So verse 31, Kvashoka moho sneho va bhayam va yagya sambhavaha kvacha khandita vijnana jnana shvaryastu khanditaha. So now he is continuing to give his opinion. So he says, Kwa shoka moho sneho va bhayam va. He says, where is the possibility of grief, delusion, affection, means this kind of affection, and fear, which are product of ignorance, means material delusion, material affection, material fear. Krishna also has fear. He was also fearing Yashoda, as he just mentioned. But that is not because of ignorance. So the idea is that his fear, his affection is not born of ignorance. He also has in his Narlila all these things. We have also studied them as Sanchari Bhavas. So he and his great devotees, they all have this kind of emotions. But these emotions are transcendental, they are spiritual. They are manifestation of the Antaranga Shakti, internal potency, and not of avidya. They are not avidya, asmita, raga and dvesha. So that's what he is basically making a distinction. Therefore he says, Kwa shoka moho sneho va bhayam va ye agnya sambhava kvacha khandita vijnana jnana aishwaryastu khandita. And where is the situation of Krishna is when these two kwas are used, that is to show the distinction, great distinction, that on one side is emotions coming out from avidya, and he is situated akhandit vijnana, jnana aishwarya. So he has knowledge which is unbroken. He has aishwarya, and this is akhandita, non-stop or not influenced by anything. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti says, Kincha shalu maya moha eva tavat krishnasya na sambhavet. So the whole difference here is that although he is doing Narlila, but Narlila does not mean that he becomes influenced by avidya. He may have emotions of fear, affection, delusion, but they are not product of avidya. That is the distinction being made. Which means that other people who are saying that he fell into illusion, they think that he did get influenced by the maya of Shalva. So that is the contention, that he did not get influenced by Shalva's maya. That's not possible. Kutastad hetuko vasudev sneho shokau sambhavet. And then if there is no question of his getting bewildered by the maya of Shalva, then where is the question that because of that he will have affection, grief, etc. in relationship with Vasudeva, his father. He can have affection, grief, which will come from his devotion, from prema, but not because of Shalva's maya. Tatha Shalvad bhayam eva tasya na sambhavet. Moreover, there is no chance that he is going to have fear from Shalva. Kutastad hetuka shang patana. So then where is the question that his bow fell down from his hand? Because earlier it was said that he hit an arrow and then the bow fell off. Sacha iti ahaka. So to say this, Sukadeva Goswami speaks the present verse. Kvashokete. Shokadayo dvividha. So now he explains that these emotions of shoka, moha, bhaya, sneha, these are of two types. Means grief, fear, affection, illusion, they are of two types. Agnya sambhava, vigya sambhavascha. So those which are coming from ignorance and those which are coming from knowledge. Tatra agye asarvagnya jane sambhavanti yete vakva. Or rather agnya sambhava means those which manifest in ignorant people and those which manifest in realized people. So therefore they are two different things and they should not be taken as same. Although they appear similar, but they are not same. They are completely different. So that's the distinction he wants to make here. So tatra agnya sarvagnya jane sambhavanti ye te vakva akhanditani vijnanadini yasya sa parameshwara Krishna kvaite. So Krishna has akhandita vijnan, means his awareness, his consciousness, his knowledge is not covered by anything, it is unbroken. Unbroken means that nothing can influence it. You cannot fall into forgetfulness, because that is also avidya. Only when we get into tamas, then we forget. So that is not possible for him, that he can fall into this kind of avidya or ignorance. Tasmad vigye mayatita loke sambhavanti ye te chinmaya shokadaya. So therefore the grief etc. which manifest in people who are transcendental, who have transcended the avidya, ignorance, maya of this material world, so their emotions are also chinmaya. They are also transcendental. Bhagavad Bhakte Bhakti cha Nikhil Rasamrit Maya Swarupe Rasang Bhuta Sanchari namana vasanti eva. So both in Bhagavan's devotee and Bhagavan himself, whose bodies are rasmaya, rasamritmaya, so these types of emotions manifest as sanchari bhavas as part of the rasa when they experience the devotion, love in their excited state. Then these kind of emotions manifest, but they are not coming from ignorance like the materialistic people experience. Techa Damodar Leela Gopi Purvarag Rasadi Leela Su Vyakta Eva Drashtavya. So these types of emotions, they become manifest in Krishna or his devotees, such as Krishna was having fear in Dambandhan Leela when Yashoda ran behind him with a stick. So he was actually fearful. But that fear is also coming out of love, not that he is out of ignorance and then he is having fear. Or the gopis, they had their moha or their shoka when Krishna left in Ras Leela or Purvaraga. So that we have seen that. So atra bhayam vaiti bhayam palayan hetu bhut bhaya bhinnam geyam. And the fear when Krishna has with his devotees, so that fear is not something that he wants to run away from the battlefield or anything like that. Hari bhayat palayanam iti uddhavokte tattu na vastava chet syat tadvidam buddhi brahmas tada na syat. So even when Krishna is running away from Jarasandha's fear, or he was hiding when he was born, he told his father that take me away from this prison, bring me to Gokul, otherwise Kamsa is going to trouble. So when he did like that, when he ran away in that sense, that was not fear like people fear that they can be killed or anything. That is also part of his Leela, and that is because of his love for his devotees. Tattu na vastava, that is not real fear. Chet syat tadvidam buddhi brahmas tadana syat. Because if it was real fear, then it will not confuse people like Uddhava or Kunti Devi. Because Kunti also saw this Krishna being fearful of Mother Yasoda, because she spoke this in her prayers. Gopyadade tvai kritagasi damatavat yete dasasru kulilala anjana sambhramashrayam vaktram niniya bhavanaya stitasya samam vimohyati bhirapi yad vibheti. So she says that I am bewildered when I think of you, that you are crying out of fear of Yashoda and your mascara was coming down with tears. And why it bewilders me? Because the fear personified fears you, and you are fearing Yashoda. So I am confused about this. So then obviously when she is saying Bhirapi Yad Bibheti, that even fear fears you and you are fearing Yashoda, so she knows that Krishna is not having that kind of fear like which people have here in the material world. Because it says that you cannot have that fear, and yet you are having fear. I cannot understand this. That's why it says Vimoheti, Samam Vimoheti Bhirapi Yad Vibheti. So therefore he says that his fear is not the real fear like what we have experience of. Because if it was like that, then these people will not say that we are bewildered. But why you are fearing? So Bhagavata mritoktescha imam grunan rasnamritasyati samanya svabhidhanim adatte itivat. So now he is citing from Bhagavatamrita, which probably is Śrīmad Bhāgavatamrita of Sanatana Goswami. This is a Purvamīmaṁsa statement. There is yajna performed, and for that the Ritvik has to bring some clay. But the clay has to be brought with a donkey and a horse. So he takes the donkey and he takes the horse, and then he puts the clay and then he brings it. And then he has to chant this mantra, Imam Grimbhanam Rasnamritasya iti. And then there is a whole analysis that when he chants this mantra, then does he hold the rope of the donkey or of the horse? So Asvavidhanim adatte. So he holds the rope of the horse. So why he is citing it, he doesn't write, he just writes the statement like that. But the point to be seen here is that the rope is there in the neck of both the horse as well as the donkey. And this mantra is chanted to hold the rope of the horse and not of the donkey. So all the both are rasna, both are ropes. So similarly both are fear, one is the donkey fear, other is the horse fear. Means there are two different types. And just as there, it is, the mantra is common. Imam Grimnam Asnam Ritasya. So Imam Grimnam Rasnam Ritasya. So this Rashna is the rope which is to be held, Grimnan. But which one? So that is the difference. Of fear is there, but which fear he has? So I think that is the sense what he is trying to say here. Yatpad sevorjita jayatma vidyaya hinvanti anadhyatma viparyayagraham labhante atmiya manamanantameshwaram kuto numoha parmasya sadgate. So he says, how can the Supreme Person, who is the destination or the object of love of the devotees, can have bewilderment, because even those people who do service to his feet and attain self-realization, they dispel this anadi atma viparya, this beginningless ignorance. Hinvanti anadi atma viparya graha. So atma viparya means which conditions you to the body, thinking this body is myself. This kind of avidya is dispelled by doing service to Krishna. And labhante atmiyam anantam ashwaram. And they attain the knowledge about the self and unlimited opulence. So if that happens just by serving him, then how is it possible that he himself can fall into avidya? That's not possible. So shalu maya moho asambhave kaimutya maha. So he is giving kaimutya nyaya, a fortiori principle, to show that it is not possible for Krishna to come under the sway of Shalva's maya. Yat pad sevaya urjita pushta ya atma vidya taya anadischa asau atma pariyas grahascha aham krishna sukhi dukhi ityadi lakshma tam hinvanti duri karvanti. So he said, just by doing service to his feet and urjaya sevaya means pure devotion, and they attain Atma Vidya. Then they dispel this ignorance, which is Anadi. So this is important word because some people think that he became conditioned at some point in time. But here in Bhagavatam the word Anadi has been used. So the bondage has no beginning. Conditioning is without any beginning. And what is the conditioning? Atma Viparyaya. So it's a confusion about our own identity. So we are somehow having this great illusion about our identity, that we are not the physical body, we are eternal, body is temporary, we are without any transformation or change, and body is always under transformation. But we identify with the body and think this is me, and this we say that I am thin, I am obese, I am small, I am tall, I am happy, I am distressful. So these are not the characteristics of the Atma at all. We are beyond that. But because of avidya, jnane navritam jnanam teno hiyanti jantava. So because of avidya there is this moha, and this can be dispelled only by doing service to Krishna. Mamevye prapadyante maya metam taranti te. So tam hinvanti duri kurvanti. So they he dhatu gati arthak, they dispel this maya. Santaha ashwaram padam chalabhante, and they attain supreme opulent position. Tasya sataham gate parmeshwarasya salvasya narasya maya kuto moho ajnanam. So then how is it possible that Parmeshwara, who is the supreme ruler, controller for all living beings, can fall under the influence of a Jiva's maya? So just like that a ray of sunlight can overpower the sun. So that's not possible. Tasmanna tad vakyam satyam ityartha. So therefore the meaning is that this statement is not right, that Krishna fell into this kind of illusion. So now after this, come back to the battlefield and let's get rid of Shalva. Krishna will make Shalva halwa. Tam shastra pugai prahantam ojasa shalvam sarai sarira mogha vikramaha vidha chinad charma dhanu shiromanim shobham cha shatro gadayar rojaha. So now Krishna tam shastra pugai prahantam ojasa shalvam. So Shalva was releasing a lot of arrows with great enthusiasm and thought he is going to do something. So he was showering a lot of weapons on Krishna. Shastra Pugai. Puga means horde of lot of weapons, one after another. So now Sri Krishna Shauri, who is Vikrama, who is chivalry is unfailing, so he started shooting back at him. So Vidva Chinad Varma Dhanu Shiromanim Savham Chashatrar Gadiyar Roja. So he cut off his armor, his bow, and the helmet he had on his head, and then he threw his Gada, Kaumudiki, on the airship, which was made of iron and it was flying here and there big. So Krishna threw his club and smashed it into pieces. Finished. Completely dismantled. No more fighting. So tadevam parmatam dushitva prakritam anusarti tamiti. So in this way, after refuting the others' opinion that Krishna fell under the maya of Shalva, Sri Sukdev Goswami continues the original topic of battle. Ruroja Bhavanja. Ruroja means that he dismantled this hall. So everything fell apart. Tataha Krishna haste ritaya vichurnitam papatato ye gadaya sahasradha visrajya tad bhutalamastito gadam uddamya salvochitam abhyagadrutam. So, because of Krishna's club which he threw at this airship, the airship broke into pieces, thousands and thousands of pieces, completely. So now he has nothing to fly. His plane is gone. Generally when there is a plane crash, everybody gets burnt, but there was no fire. It was just smashing. So then he jumped onto the ground with a club in his hand. So Vishrujya tad bhutalam astito gadam uddamya salvo. And with his club he ran towards Krishna to attack him. So now it's like the firefly running to the fire, going to get burnt. Adhavata sagadam tasya bahum bhallena chitva taratangam adbhutam vadhaya shalvasya layarka sannibham bibhrad babhav sarkamivo dayachala. So when Shalva was running like this towards Krishna, so he threw one bhalla, what do you call, spear, and cut off his hand. With his, he was holding the club. So the club and the hand both fell down on the ground. And then to kill him, Krishna took away his Sudarshan Chakra. Finally. So Vadhaya Shalvasya Layark Sannibham. And the Sudarshan Chakra was so brilliant, like the sun at the time of dissolution. So it is said that when it will be time for dissolution, the sun will become thousands and thousands of times more brilliant. All the scientists are saying that it will become extinguished, but according to the scriptures, it is going to become very bright and everything will be burnt. And then the rains will come for a long time. Everybody will be dead in that fire. So then Krishna appeared like a sun on top of the Udayachal, the eastern mountain, like the sun is rising, coming up. Jaharate naiva shiraha sakundalam kirita yuktam purumayuno harihi vajrena vritrasya yatha purandaro babhuva hahayati vachastadhananam. So with that Sudarshan Chakra, Krishna cut off his head along with his earrings and the helmet, all intact. So, one shot. So Purumayana, this Shalva, who was manifesting a lot of Maya, illusion, is finished. It was just like when Indra killed Vritrasura with his thunderbolt. And when this happened, there was a big hue and cry in the army of Shalva. So haheti vachastadandranam, big ha happened there, hahakar. Alas, alas, Shalva is gone. So tasmin nipatite pape shaubhe cha gadya hate nedurdundhavayo rajan divi deva ganerita sakhinam apchitim kurvan dantavaktrorusabhyagat. So when Shalva fell on the ground, the sinful Shalva, and his plane fell into the ocean, being hit by the club, then there was playing of the music band in the sky. The devatas are always waiting with their music pipe. So they immediately started playing. So Deva Ganerita. And just then came Dantavaktra. So Dantavaktra is also related to Shalva. They're all cousins of Krishna, they're Shrutsarva, Vasudeva's sister. Vasudeva had Pritha was one sister. Shishupal's mother was another sister. Dantavakra another one. So now he came to take revenge. So this, that taking revenge is a very great human trait. It runs into families, into the nations, among the tribes in the olden times. So they take revenge. So now he comes on the scene. So Krishna does not have to go anywhere, everybody comes to him. So he can fix them. So Sakhinam Shishupaladinam Apchitim Very Niryasanena Antyeshtim Kurvan Kartum. So Sakhinam, friends here means Shishupal in the Shalva now. So very Niryasena, so means as if he has come to take revenge, and he is then going to do the final cremation ceremony for them, not knowing that he is going to go where they went. So iti sarartha darshinyam harshinyam bhakta chaitsam sapta saptatamit saptati tamodhyaya sangata sangata satam. So this is the end of Sarartha Darshini commentary on 77th chapter, written in the Association of Devotees. So this is Shalva's killing. Then comes Dantavaktra and Viduratha. These two, I think, are the last one remaining. After that, Krishna will live peacefully. He did a lot of cleaning up. Started on his 6th day with Putana. And now the cleaning is still going on. Maha-cleaning. So it will end now. It's a lot of work. Sri Shuka Vacha, Sukadeva Goswami said, Shishupalasya Shalvasya Pandrakasyapi Durmatihi Paraloka cha Kurvan Paroksha Shohidam. So this Dantavakra is now coming here. So sometimes he's called Dantavakra, but in the book it's always written as Dantavaktra. I don't know why. So Shishupal, it's okay. So he is coming to take revenge for Shishupal, Shalva, and also Pandrak, who was from Banaras. So Paraloka Gatanam cha Kurvan Paroksha. They all have gone to Paraloka. They were all killed. They went into another land. So he is like showing his friendship to them. Sohardim, Parokshan. Paroksha here means in friendship of the past, because there is no more friendship. They are not there anymore. So that's why it says Paroksha Sohardim, means past friendship. They are past friends. युक् सप्तति तमे दंतवक्त्रा विदुरथौ हरिर्जघान सूतं तु बलस्तीर्थम परिभ्रमन्. So what is coming up in this 78th chapter is killing of Dantavaktra, killing of Viduratha by Krishna, and then killing of Suta Goswami by Balram when he was on his pilgrimage tour. So he will go to Naimisaranya and he will kill him there. Sakhinam apchitim kurvanti iti purvoktam vivrinoti Shishupalasyati dvabhyam. So he has come to take revenge for his friend's death. It was said earlier in the last line of the previous chapter. He is describing it here. So this is how people's ahankara works here in the material world, because it's a question of prestige. If you don't take revenge, then you feel that you have been defeated. Others will also criticize you, that who are you? You boast unnecessarily. Look, so and so did this to your family member. What have you done? So even if you don't want to take revenge, the others will force you to do it. So for the sake of name, people do that. So he has also come here for his friend's sake. Shishupaladinam paroksha sati swahridam surit krityam. So he is doing act of friendship when they are not here. That's what it is. This is called posthumously showing friendship. Right? Paroksha swahridam. But the interesting thing is this. Ekaha padatihi sankruddho gadapani prakampayan padbhyam imam maharaja mahasatvo vidrishyate. So he did not come with big army or anything like that. He came alone. That's why he was called Durmati, that he has lost his intelligence. If you are going to fight and you have an army, then take that. So he came running by himself with a big heavy club. So Eka Padati, and he was very enraged, Sankruddha. Gadapani Prakampayan, he had the club in his hand, and Padbhyam Imam, and he was shaking the earth while walking. Is it possible? Everything is possible. So Maharaja Mahasatva, so he is very powerful person, and this is how he was seen coming alone. Here it is not mentioned, but Jiva Goswami explained this in Krishna Sandarbha, that he was intelligent. He thought that if I go there with my army, then all these Yadavas and everybody is there. So then I have to fight with them, and there are too many of them. But I will go alone and I will challenge Krishna with club, because he thought that Krishna can fight with his Sudarsana, this, that, but in club he is not good. So I will challenge him and I will take him out of there. That's why he was killed here in Datiha, in Madhya Pradesh. And after that only Krishna came to Vraj. This story is not here, but in Padma Purana, which Jiva Goswami cites in Bhakti Krishna Sandarbha. So that was his plan, that he is going to challenge him. And generally, if somebody is fighting with you with club, then you also fight with club. It's natural. So tam tatha ayam tam alokya gadam adaya satvaraha avplutya rathat Krishna sindhu veleve pratyadhat. So when Sri Krishna saw him coming like this, then he also took a club quickly in his hand, He has his own club, Kamodaki. And he also jumped off from the chariot. He was in the chariot. This guy is coming on foot. So then it is not proper that Krishna is sitting in the chariot, he is on the foot. So Krishna also jumped from the chariot with the club in his hand. So think of Krishna fighting with the club. Generally you don't see like that. And he stopped him when he was coming running. Just like the waves, they are stopped at the shore of the sea. They come from there, they go back. So like that. Aplutya iti pratiyodharam padati malokya iti bhava. So why did he jump down from the chariot? Because he saw that his opponent is on the ground. So therefore he also. Vela tiram pratyadhat pratirurodha. So he blocked him, he stopped him, just as the waves have stopped at the bank. Gadam uddamya karusho mukundam praha durmadaha dishtya dishtya bhavanadya mama drishti patham gataha. So, shaking his club, uplifting it, he said to Krishna, Mukunda, that foolish person, he says, Dishtya, Dishtya, that it is a great fortune, indeed a great fortune, indeed, that today you have come in front of me. So he is considering that this is good that he has met Krishna. Karushaha Karusha Deshodbhava. So Dantavaktra is called Karusha because he is coming from the country called Karusha. Matulaya iti Dantavaktra Matuh Shrutsravaya Vasudev Bhagnitvat Durmada Ityade. So he is son of Krishna is the son of Dantavaktra's maternal uncle. Vasudeva is Dantavaktra's mother's brother. So therefore, Mama ka ladka, Matulaya. So he says, today I have... So they're actually cousins, but they're fighting. So Shrutsravaya Vasudeva Bhagni. Vasudeva has a sister whose name was Shrutasrava. So Karusha Dantavaktra is son of that. Durmada Ityadi. Bharti Paksha Vyakhya. So now he gives alternative meaning of the sloka favorable to Krishna. So Durmada Gatmada. So he is Durmada. Durmada means that his mother is gone. Krishna is called Mukunda. Mukunda means Muktim Dadati iti Mukunda, one who gives liberation. So he is telling that I have come here because you are going to give me liberation. And after a long time you have come in front of me because I am waiting for 3 births. So Tritiya Janmani Mukti Dhanartham Agatam Praha. After 3 births I am facing you. Now I know that I am going to get liberated. Adya Tritiya Janmani Brahma Sapa Avsane Bhavan Man Moksha Data Prabhur Drishti Patam Gata. He said that you have come in front of my eyes. So this is he saying that today now when the end of my curse by the Kumaras has reached, so now I am seeing you because you are the one who are going to give me moksha, liberation. Etad dishtya bhadram bhadramati harsedatam. So feeling happy like that, he said dishtya dishtya. So the word dishtya is used when something auspicious happens. Ha is used when something bad happens. Then you say ha ha. and Dishtya. Haha means finished. Dishtya means good, good, very good. So he's feeling happy that today he's come there. So now he says, Tvam matulayo na Krishna mitra dhrug mam jigham sasi atastvam gadaya manda hanishye vajra kalpaya. So he's saying that, oh Krishna, you are my matulaya. You are the son of my mother's brother. But you are mitra dhrug. You are rebelling against your own friends and you want to kill me. Mam jighansasi. Therefore, before you kill me, O dullard, I am going to kill you with my club, which is like a thunderbolt. So this is because it is not fun that you just go and kill somebody like that. Right? Before you kill, you have to speak something to irritate the other person. That is pleasure. Right? In enmity, the pleasure is not just defeating the other person and you keep silence. You have to actually say a lot of harsh words which has to go and pierce the person's heart. And you'll remember for the rest of your life, even after death. So, na prabhurapi tvam matuleya samprati matul putra. So this is the Saraswati Paksha explanation. So he's saying that you are my Lord, but now you have become the son of my mother's brother, Matulaya. Tadapi mitra dukh. And then on top of that you are hateful of your friend, Chasau Ham Chaiti. But he is calling himself as Mitra Dukh, not to him. He says, I am the Mitra Dukh. Tam tadrupam matulaya drohinam mam jighansasi. So he says that I am against you, therefore you want to kill me. This is certainly appropriate. Because Krishna has not done anything to him. It's actually right. Ata he amanda. So this manda can also be read as amanda. Manda means dull head. Amanda means bright head. So you bright head. You smart. Gadaya tvadiya kaumodakya madvighatanya hetuna tvam hanishyare. And today you will kill me with your kaumodaki gada. So first meaning was I will kill you, but can change the meaning that you are going to kill me, Hanishya. Now how is that meaning of Hanishya? That because Hanishya is in Uttam Purusha Ekvachan, first person. So he says Handhatu has two meanings. One is Hinsa and one is Gati. So it means I will come to you, I will merge in you. Hanishya. Being hit by your Kaumudiki Gada, I will reach you. So prapsyami vrajra kalpaya vrajatulaya iti Krishna gadaya. So by the club which is like the thunderbolt, and that is Kaumudiki, I will reach you. Lok drishtya eva utkarsha vivakshitaha vastutastu mam alpsatvam hantum tvad gada vajravadeva svasya balam prakashishyati nadhamatvam ityartha. So he says that I am just boasting whatever I said, it is only to show to other people. But in reality I don't have much power. And therefore your club is going to manifest its supremacy, and not that it is going to be some ordinary club. Nadhamatvam ityartha. So this is the standard. interpretation. Tari anirnyama upayami agya mitranam mitravatsala bandhurupam arimhatva vyadhim deha charamyata. He says, then I will become free from the debt of my friends, ignorant person, mitranam mitravatsala, that being very affectionate to friends, and bandhurupam arimhatva. You are my relative, but you are also my enemy. So I'll kill you. Just like one kills the disease in one's own body. The disease also takes birth in the body, but you kill it. Generally something is born from your body. You like that, but not the sickness. So like that you are a relative, but you are also problem. So therefore he says, kincha tvadanubhavi tvam prapto jana svabandhun api uddharati iti tarhi. Where is this? Reading something else. Anubhavi. Anyway, there is no anubhavi. Anyone who experiences you, because he is seeing, then he uplifts even others, not to speak of himself. And is calling him as agya. Agya means ignorant, but it can also mean one who is most intelligent. Nobody is more knowledgeable than person, is also agya. Na vidyate gyo yasmatiti agya, which means sarvagya, omniscient. Mitra vatsalo aham tariyeva mitranam anirnyam upayami tesam api uddharanat iti bhava. I am very affectionate to my friends, therefore I am going to become free from their debt. Why? Because I am going to uplift them also along with me by being killed by you. Ari lok pratitya satrum api bandhurupam hatva gyatva. So although people think that you are my enemy, but actually you are my relative. And knowing this, hatva can also means gyatva, andhatu gati. All dhatus which mean gati, to go, they can also mean knowledge. So therefore, hatva gyatva yatha yathavadev visheshena adhiyate mansi chintata iti vyadhi. Vyadhi means disease. Vyadhi also means here to meditate. Vishesh rupena dhyayate iti vyadhi. So param dhyayam. So you are like the vyadhi, means you are the supreme object of meditation. Vigata adhir yasma tat, or vyadhi means the person from whom all sickness has gone. Dehe charti tam antaryaminam. And sickness is in the body, so you are in the body as the super soul, antaryami. So that's what I will do. Evam rukshai studan vakyai krishnam tatrai rivadvipam gadya tadyan mudhni singvad vinadachasa. So in this way he spoke very harsh words to Krishna, just like the driver of the elephant hits him with the goad, which is very painful to the elephant. Like that he was speaking very harsh words. And then he hit Krishna on his head with his club and roared like a lion. We'll stop here. Let him live for one more day. Tomorrow he will be killed. Okay, if there is any question on this. बोलिए संदीप जी.
Can you hear me? Because I'm traveling.
Yes, I can
Am I
hear.
audible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Babaji Maharaj, I just want to get little clarification. Like this Krishna run for Leela. When he leaves the battlefield and runs away on this cardio. So, it cannot be termed as any fear or anything of that sort. But then, how do we understand this Leela of God? And it cannot even be.
No, it was already explained, if you remember, when we studied this. That this Jarasandha was coming every time with big army. So all the people of Mathura were getting disturbed by that. And so many innocent people were getting killed. So therefore he decided that he will move out from here and take everybody out. Because Jarasandha is not interested in killing anyone else. Only he wanted to kill Krishna. But now if the two bulls fight, the crop gets destroyed in the process. So take the bulls away to the desert and let them fight there.
But then, this being Navlila, so earlier it was explained by Sukadevji that it cannot be either fear, it cannot be either religion. So this is just it's just a trick for the child. बस उतना ही.
All right.